the master class with Kendall. It's Oprah's version, it's our version, the Shine version of Oprah. I've always wanted to be a talk show host, and this is giving me my life's purpose. Outside of Shine, I just want to do this. Put you girls on this couch and just have a little conversation. So you guys, welcome. We are just literally, like, I'm throwing this at them that we're doing this live. So this is kind of how we roll at Shine Dance Fitness, is we are very reality fitness. Sorry, see? Oprah doesn't do that. Not sure I do that. But anyway, we thought it'd be really fun for us today to come to you and have you have these girls introduce themselves. These girls represent the Choreo Team as well as the online instructors. So at Shine, you guys have seen us we've been doing YouTube videos forever. And so you see us here, but we also offer online classes, and that is, you're gonna see the four of us as well as Melanie. Melanie Webb is one of our major contributors for choreography as well, and she is not here today, but you guys, we will have to have Melanie here just for her to come and tell her story. She is battling cancer for the 3rd time. She is literally the definition of superwoman or a badass, whatever you want to call her. Like, she is amazing. And so we just need to give her a big, huge shout out because she is so what's the word? Critical to this program and all of the choreography. She's a major contributor, So
she deserves her own master class.
I know, she's gonna get her own master class. Okay, because I know a lot of you love Melanie. If you don't know who we're talking about, think the fit, ripped, like little cutie pie in pretty much all the YouTube videos. Okay, so, and we'll put a link in the comments below of her caring bridge so that you can learn about where she's at right now in her treatment. She's going to be getting quite a bit of news this week. So if you are following her and if you've supported her, which so many of you guys have, I mean, I can't even tell you how much it means to all of us, but to her, it really has given her a lot more, I guess, motivation and a purpose to get up. You guys, speaking of choreography, we just met at the pool on Monday to have just like a normal day, and she showed me 2 routines that she did over the weekend. Mind you, she just got some very harsh news on Friday about the prognosis of what she's gotten for the breast cancer. So that mind over matter, whatever that woman can do, it's incredible. And then she came in yesterday and did 2 tutorials. So we have some amazing choreography coming, and we're hoping to do one of them on YouTube. So that is to come, possibly Melanie, and we can get her in here next week to do a YouTube video, a new routine for you guys. Okay, so now let's get to these girls. So yeah, this is not a one-woman show. It might have started that way, but what I have found is being able to pull from these girls, and I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. But we all have different, I guess, talents and ways we contribute. And it's so fun when we can come together and use each other to help complete a routine. A lot of times we just feel like when we pull it together and we come up with the best choreography when we work together. Together we're stronger.
Stronger together.
Okay, so I'm excited you guys get to meet these gals. So let's start with Cara.
Hello.
Cara, okay, let me interview you.
Okay, hot seat.
So Cara, how long have you been shining?
I think that I hit my 5-year mark. I think I just hit my 5-year anniversary recently.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been a lifetime.
It feels like longer, but at the same time, it feels like yesterday.
So tell me, I can tell you my first.
Sure.
Okay, you guys, you know how amazing Cara is, right? If you're here, you are following us. You're here because you know us, right? If you don't, now you. Cara showed up to one of my classes when I was teaching, and she walked in, and I think you had like some kind of flower in your hair. You literally
a little extra. I think I had mermaid leggings or something.
They were like shiny and gold, and you had your hair, and she killed it. She rocked it. I was like, who is this girl? I need her in my life. And I think I went up to you and just said,
You did. She came up to me after class and said, you need to be teaching this. And I said, okay.
oh, it was really, I have to tell you how grateful I was. Anyway, so Cara has been, I think the first routine, one time she just said, yeah, tell me about your first
I love to choreograph, and I taught a different dance format before Shine, where I kind of did my own thing with choreo, and I enjoyed it, and so I just offered that to Kendall and kind of came at her like, hey, I enjoy doing this. If it's a fit for you, let me know. If not, no big deal. And I gave her bikini body, and that was my first Shine routine. I was actually just remembering that recently about how that was the first one. I love the message of that song. So that's.
I'm gonna come in here. We don't have a cameraman.
Hi, zoom in on the close up.
So we're just gonna get like really up close and personal with Cara. So, okay, and so you have had dance experience. You have to. Like, tell us about your dance.
So I danced as a little kid, and then I kind of tried other things and came back to dance at about 12, and that's when I really fully invested. And then come high school, I was in a performing arts high school. I was on a competitive dance team. I was dance 24/7. It was my life, 7 days a week, eat, sleep, dance. And then in college, I was on a pom dance team, and then I moved to Idaho, and there was cricket, nothing. I moved to a small town in Idaho and kind of just called places and was looking for anywhere that I could dance, and I ended up getting hired at a YMCA, and they were like, you can just kind of make up your own class, but you're hired. So I started teaching my own dance fitness class, started teaching a couple different formats, and then ended up here. I was looking for dance classes again, and Becca, if you guys know Becca, she was at a hip hop class I tried out and said, you have to come to Shine. And so she invited me.
Thank you, Becca.
It's all thanks to Becca. I came, I was hooked. Kendall approached me after and was like, you need to be teaching this. And I said, okay, sign me up. And so I signed up, and it's been history ever since.
Yes. So I feel like I was doing at first a lot of the online, and then I had hip surgery, and then I started having people do the online classes. And I think that because doing choreography, it's really nice to have people that do the choreography. So as far as why we select the girls that do the online classes, a lot of it comes down to the fact that they know the choreography because it's always fresh. So it's really nice and easy for them to be able to come out with it, because once we choreograph it, we come out with it right away. Mm-hmm. So I think that's really helpful. So then you started doing the online classes. Mm-hmm. I don't even remember. A while ago.
A while
ago.
It's been a couple years, so.
Yeah. We need a whole timeline. Okay, so yeah, clearly you guys can see how amazing of a dancer Cara is, and that may explain why. Okay, now Cathy, I'm the video. I'm the interviewer and the videographer.
We can switch seats so the hot seat person's right next to you.
Is that easier?
Rotate.
Oh, this is good. This is fine.
Okay,
come on.
All right, we have 46 people out there watching this, and we didn't even tell you guys we were doing this. We're like, surprise!
I don't have to be in the video.
I wish I'm fun.
I'll be on my video.
You're okay.
Jillian's here too.
I'll just put the focus on Jillian here in a hot. She'll be in a hot. Okay, Cathy, tell us, by the way, let me just ask this one question. Outside of Shine, what do you do? Like, tell us about Cara outside of the Shine world.
Outside, okay, so I'm a mom to two. I'm a happily married wife and mother. I love to read. I read a lot. I'm a makeup artist, freelance on the side. I do a lot of weddings and things. I really enjoy making people feel beautiful and confident, and so that kind of ties in with why I love Shine so much too. And I lead worship for my kids program at my church. I kind of have my hand in a lot of hats, as a lot of us moms do.
I love it. Okay, that's fun. All right, Cathy, tell us.
Thoughts, girl.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh, dang it.
Okay.
Come on in here, Jillian.
That was a good idea. Okay, the rotation. All right, hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Oh, nervous. I'm like sweating a little.
Okay, Cathy. Oh my gosh, where do we begin with Cathy? let's just first start out with this. So Cathy, let's find out your Shine story. Like, how did you get into Shine?
So I had a really good friend who has even more kids than I do. I have 5, and she had 7. And we wanted to hang out, but it's really hard when you have a lot of little kids, right? And she said, well, I have a gym membership. Come to the gym with me. And I was like, I don't want to go to the gym. I didn't really like the gym. I was not really into fitness. But she kind of dragged me a little bit, kicking and screaming on her guest pass. She's like, we can check all the kids in at the kids club, and then we can have time together. So I went to the gym and found out I liked the gym. It's fun there. And the 3rd or 4th time we went, we just, due to a recommendation from a friend, neither of us had ever tried group fitness. A friend of mine that was actually a roommate with in college recommended Shine to me, and she's like, you should go try this class. I think it's totally you. And I still remember that I walked in Friday at 9:30 in the morning, and I tried this class, and about the 4th song in, I just started to cry. I just felt like these little pieces of myself that I had been missing for a long time kind of came back to me. And I remember the song, it was Glorious, if you like that routine. Glorious, glorious. And in that song it says, you were born for this, you were born for this. And for me that was just kind of like a God moment where I just felt called to do this. Something I never thought I would do. I went home and looked up, is there any trainings coming up? And there was one coming up, this was in October. There was one coming up in January. I filled out all my information, and then I couldn't do it. I did not hit submit. I just walked away. I was like, no, I can't do it. I'm not a dancer. I've actually never taken a formal dance class in my life. And I don't have a fitness background, and I have no business doing this. And I probably did that like 4 or 5 times, and finally my husband came in one day and saw me on the side again, and he was like, just push the button. Just do it. And so I did.
You did.
And I'm so glad I did.
And it's amazing. You guys, she doesn't have the dance experience. She doesn't have the experience being an instructor before. But you guys, Cathy, like, I don't know, the growth that I have seen in you, like, since the beginning is amazing. And her just, I don't know, your shine, your sparkle it's contagious. It's really uplifting. It's just to be around her just makes you feel better. But she's such a dynamic, wonderful instructor. I have to give her props for just, like, I can't even believe that you haven't been doing this for 10, 20 years.
For real.
Like, well, if you did it for 20 years, you would be 10. Right?
Yeah, right.
So, no, seriously. So she has done that, and then you have taught other formats and things like that and have gotten an experience. You did Orange Theory, but I think that there was another God moment we talk about, and this is really your story, but I just went to one of her classes, and I love going to see these instructors teach. It's the funnest thing. But I went to your gym, and then you tell the story because it's your story.
Yeah, I just remember, so on a Friday night, I taught a Saturday morning class, and I remember on Friday night, I heard Try by Colby Calais come on. It was just some like live music streaming. I was just listening to like random songs. And I love that song because I love the message. And I thought, oh my gosh, this would be a perfect Shine song. And in Shine, we do allow people to put in up to 2 of their own choreographed routines in a playlist. And so I just started messing with the song, and I do feel like that was one routine that I just felt like got like downloaded. Like it just came very quickly, kind of through, and it's just a cool down, which are pretty simple. So threw it together, and the next day in class, I was like, I'm gonna teach this song. Well then, right as class was starting, Kendall walks in the door, and I was like, oh, I don't actually know if I want her to see this. So I almost changed my cool down, but I was like, no, I really like the song, I'm just gonna do it. And so I did that cool down, and afterwards, Kendall came up to me in class and said, can I buy that choreography from you?
I did? I said,
Yes.
Can I buy it?
Yeah.
Oh!
So I was like, oh, okay. I said that.
No, I just thought it was really pretty, and so that's kind of what got us like thinking. And so Cathy, as far as the other thing about us, and we'll talk about choreography in a second too, but we'll talk about our different flares or our gifts, and that the cool downs is a gift for you for sure, and you have a lot of gifts. Okay, so when so anyway, so then I think by seeing that choreography, she did do that piece of choreography, and then we're also looking at building more of a strength sculpt kind of programming, and she was doing her own like at a different gym, and so I could tell that she was aware like
I had an interest in lifting and strengthening.
all of that. And then with Orange Theory, I don't know, there's just some background, and we just kind of started trying to talk about like formulating some type of sculpt or strength programming that can like accompany Shine and be a really good fit. So we are on that journey together, and we're going to be building that program this month, or just this
Look at it! Surprise!
coming to you, yeah, August 1st, not. And we are also looking to have some awesome resources that are going to help us pull that together. And I'm really excited. So about a year from now, I feel like realistically, the way it's all going to come out with that strength and sculpt, it's just going to be probably solid 1 year away to give it the work it needs done. But so there's that. Then, so then you started doing online classes, and I can't remember that experience, like why that was or when that happened or the choice. I think it was just the more choreography. I can't remember.
I was doing more toning routines, and we did like a toning intensive class.
Oh, that's right. So we wanted to try out the Shine and Sculpt, so we then incorporated that on the online classes. And also I feel like Melanie, when Melanie had to take time back because of the cancer that came, I think it was in 2020. I think that also that also made it so that I needed more people to step in, because it was mostly Melanie and I for the most part. And so I think that's also another reason why you guys started. But yeah, showing maybe more of a sculpty type toning option is why we started that. And what I know is that people just love the variety of different personalities. Then the other thing that you've done, well, why don't you say now? Okay, you go ahead. I feel like I'm talking too much. So you can tell us then how you went into the mentor program and, you know, the training and instructor relations. So there's a lot she does.
Well, my background was not dance. In fact, I tried out for drill team my freshman year of high school to avoid running the mile in PE. That's how I got into dance. And so my background was not dance, but it is education. So I have taught everything from K through 12 Spanish to middle school to adult basic education and ESL. I have a heart for education. I love to teach. And so when that position became available, it was just a nice fit for me to be able to mentor the new instructors through the online program. It's great to have online training available, makes it so accessible, but we didn't want to lose that connection piece and that community, and we didn't want to be too sterile and robotic. And so we have a mentor to kind of help all through that process, so you have a point of contact and a person to do everything from answer questions to, I always tell my participants, I'm like your shoulder to cry on. If you want to quit, you need a pep talk, message me. That's kind of what I'm there for. So
yeah, you always give them feedback, and then we'll talk about the evaluation process, but she really prepares them for success and through that whole process. And then helping like build new continuing education. We did a level up training, and we're working together to bring that virtually to everybody, because we really believe strongly in continuing education for our instructors. And then also building other programming like a Shine Light version. So we have like the sculpt, but also like a modified version that we're going to build together on, you know, helping reach those people that have, if it's disabilities, or if they're they have an injury, or if aging is keeping them from moving the way they have in the past. It's just giving people an opportunity to shine, but still shine like rock stars. We don't want to take away the awesomeness and the sassy and the spunky. So we're working on that too. I feel like, there's gotta be more, no? Okay. I know, there's a lot.
This, a little bit of that.
It's a lot. So what do you do outside, what do you like to do outside of Shine when you're not shining?
Like Cara, wife, happily married, mother, 5 kids. I run a swimming lesson business, so I teach little kids how to swim. Done that for years and love that. It's a little bit of a family legacy from my grandmother, my mother to me. I love to garden. I don't know.
It's hard.
You get to where you're like, do I have hobbies anymore?
I know. Like, how do you have time?
Reading
for
my
hobbies?
gardens, like my
What's
hobby.
spare time?
Yeah, spare time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do actually really like to cook.
That's a lot. I
Dance
know.
in my kitchen. Eat fudge.
Kitchens are for dancing. Okay, you guys, we're gonna talk more about choreography in a second, but now we're gonna put Jillian in the hot seat.
All right. Moving on down. Oops, sorry.
Okay.
Hi.
Jillian's here.
Hey.
Dun 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 dun. I say that because she's the evaluator.
Oh
No, you guys.
no. I'm the one you get to hate.
No.
No. Yeah.
I love Jillian.
No, it's not that. Okay, so back the truck up.
Yeah.
We have Jillian here. We call her. I don't know if we do. I know. I call her Jilly Zen.
Oh.
Zen.
I like that.
Jilly Zen. And we'll talk about that in a second. But Jillian.
Yes.
Tell us how you found Shine. Like, why Shine?
That is a good question. So I was already working at a gym, and I saw a flyer, and it was, dance fitness certification. And as fitness instructors all over the world struggle with, we all have to get CEUs. So I was like, oh, I'd be interested in that. I'd be really interested in that, not just for the CEUs, but I'm interested in that format. And I assumed that Shine was this real big, like, national recognized thing, and it was like, the next Zumba or something, and that's what it turned into. Anyway, so I show up to the instructor certification, and I met you, and you were so excited, and like you knew my name. I think we must have submitted a picture or something. Anyway, somehow you knew who I was, and I realized that, oh, this was like one of the very first instructor certifications that had ever been done ever.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is not what I thought it was. But I ended up loving it even more because of that, because it was local, and I got to meet you, and I caught the vision and the energy that is Shine. And
So grateful.
yeah, and I was pregnant at the time, so I know exactly how long I've been shining, because my son is now, will be 6 in the fall, so
Oh
that's
my
how long it's been.
goodness.
Since before he was born was when I got certified, and I stopped teaching the other format that I was teaching because I just liked dance fitness so much.
So you had experience as an instructor?
I had a little bit of experience as an instructor, and I had been taking group fitness for years. Like, I was an avid, I take all the classes, and I just was trying to find the right class that I was passionate enough about that I wanted to teach myself. And I had started in a different format. It was bar. I was teaching bar.
That would be a good fit for you too.
It was,
But
not as good as this.
No. Okay, so what about dance experience?
When I was a kid, I took lots of dance. Like, when I was really young, I did competitions and things. I had this good ship lollipop routine. On a good ship. Yeah, curly hair like Shirley Temple, and this cute little sailor outfit. And,
Yes, please.
and I would go and I would compete in that. I should find a picture of it. My mom, I'm sure, has some. But then we kind of strayed away from competitions because it was just a lot of travel, and I didn't want to be the next JoJo Siwa. As much as I like JoJo Siwa, I didn't want to be that, and my mom didn't want that for me either. So we just decided to take. And then I kept dancing as I grew and into my teenage years, and in college I would take little classes here and there, but nothing except when I was 5. Nothing really competitive.
Yeah.
I wasn't, not as much as Cara. Like, I wasn't on
Right.
dance teams in high school.
Right.
I just took classes all throughout.
Yeah.
growing
That's
up.
me. I took dance classes and throughout like elementary, junior high, and high school, but I was always the girl not getting that choreography really quickly. So I would struggle, and then like I was always the recital. Like, I'm always like the girl. It's like hard to take tests. Like, I get really nervous, and then that there's so much build up to the recital, and then it's like I literally this whole stage fright thing. And I was always, my mom would take pictures and I was the girl going the wrong way. So, you know what I mean? And I feel like it's just interesting, our different backgrounds. You don't have to be some amazing dancer. You don't have to have a ton of group fitness experience. Like, I didn't have any, like, at all. And like similar to Cathy, both of our experiences, but I just feel like there's a lot of passion behind it, and it's so much more than fitness. We talk about that a lot. I feel like we are just vessels to make a bigger impact. What we do as instructors at Shine is we just create space for people to come and to express themselves and to be free a little bit. I know we're all just so burdened and so like there's so much going on in our lives that giving people that space to find connection, and we really foster that, is such a beautiful gift. So that's what we do around here.
I want to brag on Kendall for a hot second too, because I mean, imagine not having a full dance background or group fitness background and starting a dance fitness program. Like,
I'm just gonna do this.
How brave and amazing is that? Also, talk about growth. If you look at her, I tease her, I'm like, this was your tutorial outfit. If you watch the older tutorials from when she first started, you'll know the routines by the outfit and the bare feet. But this adorable Kendall to now, to where her tutorials are and the level that they've grown, and just even her personal growth in counting the music and all the things, like she has really, really grown with Shine. It's been her baby, but she's grown right along with it, and I'm really proud of you.
Thank you. That is true. Like, if I would have waited till I was perfect, and this is to anybody out there, that if you want to start a fitness company, and so many people are now with the pandemic, I feel like it gave people like, oh, I can do this. Whatever it is that you want to do, anything. I mean, I didn't have any experience. I feel like that is the beauty of the internet and Google and YouTube. Like, I literally had to figure out everything, even down to editing. Like, I'm going to be doing tutorials today and editing them. I learned that all from YouTube. So it's such a great resource. Yeah, you have what it takes. It's right there. The thing is consistency and doing it and getting outside of your head and being vulnerable to be. Yeah, she talks about the outfit of my tutorials. People are like, dang, Kendall, did you do 25 tutorials in one day? Well, when I first started, I had this one outfit. And I would go, it was the outfit, my tutorial outfit, I guess. I always had my hair done.
The same way, she looked gorgeous.
No.
I mean, it's Kendall, she never doesn't look gorgeous, but.
Now I'm like, throw the hair out, I'm doing the tutorial. Anyway, no, we've all grown together, and it's been a lot about you guys sharing your feedback, sharing what you like, what you don't like, and then we tweak it. A lot of the instructors give us feedback on the tutorials, like, hey, can we be a little bit more consistent? Or sometimes I'd be like, yeah, I think there's 5 on this side, and and
then it just goes with the music.
Yeah. And then
That's the line that was always said. And you'll hear it in the music.
It's fine. That's fine.
We're getting through it. Okay. So now let's talk about the next role that you guys all are contributors for is choreography. And so, okay, now, oh shoot, we got to get you all in here. Okay, cameraman. Okay, scooch in. So the choreography, the choreography process. So the deal is that we have, I don't know, over 450 plus routines. We like to come out with 4 every single month. New choreography for our instructors. We find that we do current releases for the most part, and current, you got to be current is within the year or something. Well, if I can come out with something really hot, I will do that. I try to turn that around so quick if possible. Anyway, we come out with at least 4 every single month. Some instructor, and I feel like that seems like a lot for some, but they don't feel like they have to use them all. Some don't, some are a little bit gritty and naughty language, and then they don't have to use that. So I know, we kind of like
my favorite, it's fine.
I know, me too. So it's just nice to have the variety. We always like a ton of variety. So a butt kicker, a gritty one, something that's toning, something that's flowy and dancey and beautiful. In Shine, I really want to make sure that people are getting a nice variety, and I think that comes down with, I really do have that ADD brain. I just like the variety and changing things up, a different sound. It just keeps me engaged for the entire hour. It makes it go by fast.
Well, there's something in there for everyone.
Yes.
And not everybody's going to love all the gritty stuff. Not everybody loves all of the
Emotional stuff.
emotional, yeah, feelings ones. Not everybody likes the feelings. Not everybody likes those, but you can really create and make your own playlist that fits you, and you can have a little bit of everything and sprinkle it in.
Yes, and I think, and that's the instructors, you all get to make your playlist, and some of us tend to go a little bit more one way or another, but we do try to always, no matter who's teaching, just have a nice variety. So we all kind of tend to have our own little flair, I think, that we add. I was talking about Jillian. One of the things that we didn't talk about, did I finish interviewing you? I don't feel like I did.
I don't know.
And I didn't ask her about what she does outside.
I know, I didn't ask, I'm not done with this girl. Okay,
I was fine
How did we-
continuing on.
how did we get off that? I don't
Oh,
know.
we who knows?
Who knows?
Squirrel.
It's fun. But no, I will say, let's talk about the restorative.
Okay.
So we, at one of our retreats that we did in Idaho, a few years back, I think we wanted another shine class, but we didn't want the intensity of a shine class, but we wanted to finish up with a nice feeling and leave you with the good feels. And I recognize Jillian as a very just calm, peaceful, like just, I don't know, you have this zen feeling about her when centered's a beautiful word. And so I don't know how or why exactly I approached you on that, but I did, and I said you can come out with a couple of routines to go with that. Anyway, we did it at the retreat. We were all like crying at the end, and it was just it was impactful, it was beautiful. And so I was like, oh my gosh, we need to make sure that our online community can experience that. And so I think that's when you started doing some online classes.
Yeah.
And she started teaching, doing some online. And for the most part, she's done restorative classes, but this girl can get down, okay? So she's got it all. Yeah, she's been kind of every single event we've done. It's like one of my favorite things, and it's such a gift to end our wild, wonderful weekends together with that, like, cherry on the top.
Thanks.
Yeah, so the choreography she comes out with, I feel like, speaks to that restorative vibes, like, there's a good message in there, there's some flowiness to it, and then just the way you actually do it, like.
Yeah.
Well, I've told her for years that I would love to record her telling me bedtime stories, because I can she's the calm to my crazy, and I need it, and I love it.
I know.
But like Kendall said, she can get down, so it's not just zen. She's
There's
got
a
it all.
feisty side.
Yes.
Yes.
You guys are so fun. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We just highlighted you on our Instagram, and you can see one of those closings. Like, she's also great at the meditative, like just talking, like so soothing. So just go listen to that and you can get a slice of what we're talking about. Okay, so outside of Shine,
Yeah.
wait, we didn't talk about you being an evaluator.
Okay.
How did we
Well,
miss
you mentioned
this?
it at the beginning.
You mentioned
Yeah,
it.
you did.
Yeah.
But,
You didn't talk about
okay.
Yeah. So like, I don't know, maybe 4 years ago, you approached me and
About being an evaluator.
yeah, because you were developing this process and you were going more and more towards online trainings. And when you have an in-person training, you can see and interact a lot on a much more personal level. But when you have an online training, we were kind of missing that element of being able to provide feedback.
Right. Like, so the virtual, like the online training, or any training, even if you do live or online, we do really feel like it's important to get you to submit an evaluation video. It's 3 songs. It's our warm-up and 2 routines. And I feel like it's important just to, for feedback, to make sure that you can be the very best you can be, and to make sure that we're providing a really quality program, so that when group fitness directors are, oh, you teach Shine, then they're gonna feel like they're getting somebody that, is prepared, somewhat. Of course, we're not always perfectly prepared, but we have somebody that at least has the tools, resources to know how they can get to be really great. And so that is a very difficult job. It's probably one of my least favorite things to do, is to give that feedback, because I just feel like I just never have the words or whatever. But the development of this program that we designed with the help, we've had people help outside of Shine and kudos, like shout out to Whitney, and just bringing the program together to be very calculated. It's not like the way Jillian feels about you or how you did your evaluation. It's just very systemized. Yeah, go ahead and you can talk about that a little bit.
So it's definitely been a work in progress, and for those people who got certified earlier, you had a different experience than what people are experiencing now, and that's just how growing a business works. But I really stand behind the evaluation process that we have in place, and the spirit of the evaluation process genuinely is a tool, and Cathy can speak to this too, being the person who is the mentor, who's working more directly. I'm kind of behind the screen in terms of I'm filling out the evaluation process, I'm watching the video, and I'm critiquing the movement. But the spirit that both Cathy and I and Kendall, all of us have, is we really want people to be successful. We would not want to send somebody out to audition at a gym or another location or try to have a home-based business or what have you and have no idea of like, oh, I didn't even realize that I was doing that or saying that, because we've all been in that situation where we're not completely self-aware of everything that we're doing, and we want people to be so successful. So the evaluation process, well, yes, there is the potential of saying you might need to resubmit. We want to see additional videos. That it's not about like, oh, you're not good enough, you can't be part of our group, you can't have a seat at the table. Not at all. It's about giving you feedback so that you can be the best dancer that we know that is in there, because we genuinely feel like
and be successful.
that anybody can do the things that we're doing, and we just want you to be there too.
And it is like is it not, Cathy, like one of the main things that we have a survey after you do the training, and one of the biggest compliments of the program is how thorough that evaluation is. I've had people that go through different formats, trainings that are like legit training programs. I mean, not that we aren't legit, but like getting the feedback that we provide was really super I think helpful and kind of blew people away with how
it's
thorough.
It's very detailed. Like
Yes.
every time I do one, I'm just like, wow, this is amazing. This is gonna be so life-changing, because we look at and we do it very systematically. So, and I really enjoy doing it as much as you don't enjoy doing it. I enjoy doing it because I like attention to detail. That's part of my personality. So I like noticing those things, and I like that it's systematic, and it has nothing to do with the shape of someone's body or what clothes they happened to wear that day, or if the quality of their video was high, if they took it on an iPhone or if they took it on fancy camera equipment. That all of that, is washed away, and I can just look at the movement and see how the instructor is cueing and give them some feedback on what they did really well and where they have room to grow. And I enjoy doing that.
I am so grateful that she enjoys it, because I always want anybody that works with me to love what they do, like not just like it, but love it. So what a gift. Okay, and then what outside of Shine?
Outside of Shine, I'm also a mom. I have 3 kids and a wonderful husband. My husband is very into horticulture and farming and growing and things, and so we have a side business where we grow flowers and sell flowers out of our home.
And the name of it is?
That's Blooms and Bees Flower Farms.
Is it at Blooms and Bees on Instagram?
Yes, it's at Blooms and Bees. I think at Blooms and Bees Flower Farm. I don't know. It's been a while since
We will put it in
You can look
in the comments below.
You can find me and connect with me on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's also something about me. I really am not really great at social media. I feel like I'm probably the weak link when it comes to that. Maybe me and Mel. Me and Mel can connect on our lack of social media prowess. But other than my flower farm and raising my kids, I'm also really active in church, and I actually right now I lead the children's music group. So yeah, so there must be something related to that.
Love that.
And I'm fairly sure the reason that I got, because in my congregation, you're asked, like you don't just volunteer for something, you have to be asked to do something.
Like, she must have rhythm.
And the person who asked me to do it attends my Shine class.
Oh.
So I was like, I I think that maybe she chose me to do that because she saw that I had a good connection to music. And I was grateful for that opportunity too. And I really enjoy leading the children in music. It's really fun.
Oh, that's so fun. Did you guys know that you both did that?
Yeah, we talk.
Yeah, we got to know each other at Shinecation.
Yeah,
I really
okay.
enjoyed it.
So fun. Okay, did I forget anything? We talked, okay.
I think we've done everything.
As far as online teachers, and we'll talk about choreography, what time do we have? We have to,
It's 12:24.
we have 6 minutes to wrap this up. 6 minutes and we gotta go. So I guess we can just say, basically our choreography process, like I was saying, we have the 4 that we come out with. The process is basically, we look for current music, we look for songs that aren't too long, we look for music structure, we're looking at all those things. And basically, the girls, I think when Jillian's more gonna come into play when there's a restorative class or things like that. So on the regular, you're doing the evaluations. Cara's more on the regular, I think on a monthly basis, looking for more, I think we look for the dancier stuff from you, hence her background. And I guess then I always want the girls to pull the music that they enjoy, that they feel inspired by, and they just throw it at me and say, is this good? It always, I mean, really it always is. I mean, we did Swagger Jagger.
It's a rando.
It's a random.
Welcome.
And
We do look at your requests.
That's
and
a
song
huge
requests,
part of it.
But a lot of times it has to fit with what we're looking for that month. It has to fit with the instructor that's creating the choreography. Some things like Todrick's Attention came to me in like 25 minutes in my kitchen. And it was like, and then there's other ones like Don't Stop Till You Get Enough that took us hours upon hours upon hours. And I love Michael Jackson, but that one was a labor of love. So it's just dependent on, you know, how inspired we
a
are
lot of
by
that-
the song.
yeah, the structure really can make our life difficult.
Oh, for sure.
So sometimes when people request songs, it seems like a fine song, but then
Then we map it out and go, uh-oh.
Yeah, this is a shout out to all the music artists. Can you make your songs more predictable?
Yes. And songs, the evolution of songs, they're changing. They were always like 4 minutes, and then they're 3, and now they're like down to 2:45, even
Yeah.
2.
That's hard.
Flamin' Hottie.
Flamin' Hottie is under 2 minutes.
Under
which
2
I didn't
No.
realize when I picked it, and then I brought it to Kendall and went,
It's really short.
It's little.
Dang it.
But it's so fun, and that's the thing is sometimes even I hear a song that they bring in, I'm like, I don't know, but then it's like what they do with it, and I think that like Cathy has stepped in a lot lately too, and I feel like the choreography she pulls is she's gonna find really inspirational music. She does a lot of the cool downs, beautiful cool downs, really aware of lyrics. I am not aware of lyrics. I just like the beat kind of thing or whatever I feel from it, and that's been really fun, you know, to have her input on that. And then she also has some really powerful butt kickers that are like simplistic, really, really accessible for everybody to do, and has been giving people a lot of, like, they feel really successful when they do them. So that's what I see when I think of Cathy's choreography, don't you think?
Absolutely.
And then Cara's gonna be our sassy, our hip hop, bringing that flair, our naughty girl, and I like to kind of come together on some of those fun, like, dirtier ones that I love, and then we like to do hip hop together, and this is hip hop. Okay.
We're professionals.
Totally.
Yeah, I like that. And then Jillian is, like we said, the Jilly Zen. And then I don't know, I feel like I've been doing like a little bit of variety of it. I just kind of follow wherever it's a little bit of
everything, yeah.
Yeah. And then I lately I've
Whatever
been
music is hot right at the moment.
Yeah.
I feel like that's one of the things you're really good at is staying really in touch with really current music, and that's a testament. Another brag on Kendall moment is that sometimes we come to her with music that we really like and we really think it'll be good, and she'll be like, it's good, but one of the promises of Shine is that we stay really current with our music, so can we find something more current? And And I think that that's a really valuable thing, because I know that in my classes, when I hear from the people taking Shine, that they appreciate that it doesn't feel tired. Like,
Right.
oh, I've heard that song already.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I feel like we're almost out of time. I have some quick questions for you girls. So yeah, I don't know any other questions about choreography. If you guys have any questions for us, drop them below. But yeah, basically, yeah, we talked about it quite a bit. What time is it? Do we have 1 minute left?
It's 12:30 on the dot.
On the dot. Okay,
We
we're gonna
started
wrap
late,
it up.
We started late.
We did.
Like 10.
We started like
how
10
many?
minutes late.
Well, we need to get to our next appointment.
That's
so,
true.
Is this a 30 minutes? How long have we been chatting?
I'm trying to look on here to see.
Oh,
Only,
right.
it says only 23 minutes on here. No, I was way behind.
My producer is not giving
I
me
think
my
we've been chatting for about
45
45 minutes.
minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
we've been
see, it
chatting.
happens. I was wanting this to be like a 25 minutes. Anyway, okay. I'm gonna just raise your hand if this applies to you. Okay. Have you ever shown up to class without a playlist? Like it malfunctioned, technical difficulty showed up, and there's a
That's my worst nightmare, but
Mhm.
it never has happened.
okay. My next question is: have you ever had a nightmare of teaching
All the time.
Yeah.
Monthly, maybe weekly.
Like there's always that. Have you ever forgotten a routine? Like literally forgotten it? Like you just are like, you know what, we're just gonna skip this one.
Oh, no, I faked it, but
I've gone in really confident, and then on the second move been like, what comes next?
I know.
And
I
then
have a go-to move that I always do when I don't know what
What's your
comes next.
go-to move?
It's like push.
What's yours? Do you have a go-to move?
I was gonna find it.
I just You forget. That's like a go-to move. She
But
forget.
our HQ OGs always help us out.
Yeah.
Like I can always, there's a few people that I always look to and I'm like, is that right?
I know.
They'll just keep going and I'm like, oh, you got this, okay.
I know, we should interview the girls that are always on the online classes. Have you ever ripped your pants?
Straight down the middle, facing my class, so my behind was to the mirror. So I'm squatting, my butt is just at the mirror. I had a nice young lady come up and be like, your whole butt is out. Thank you. And I luckily had something to tie around my waist and just kept going.
See, the booty cape comes in handy.
There's a reason.
Okay, well, have you ever, okay, I had one more that I was gonna ask, like, around those same lines, like, have you ever fallen down?
Oh, yeah.
Literally, fallen down.
No,
I tripped off the stage.
I tripped
I
sometimes.
fell down in the warm-up.
But never.
Oh no.
Just stretching. I got really enthusiastic and I caught that in my shove. She would just right over.
There you go.
Cathy down.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Shout out to one of my girls, my OGs from a long time ago, Tanya. We were doing timber, and she on timber.
What a title,
I
too, to
know.
follow.
She's like, I fell on timber. She was so funny.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so you guys, we're gonna wrap it up because we could be here all day with you guys. We're all very chatty.
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, I just don't feel like I got enough out there of you guys, but I really do appreciate these gals. And if you want to dance with any of us, we have online classes and we have 1 hour classes. We have a lot of different varieties of classes that you can take with us. There's a lot of value in the memberships. We have 3 different memberships. And then the other thing is just to stay tuned on YouTube. One of our favorite things to do is like if you guys can comment, say hello, if you can like subscribe. Those are awesome things to just show your support. And then we will be coming out with some new choreography for you. So I know these last few weeks we've been doing random stuff, but we have been choreographing. We will get you some good stuff. Okay, well, listen, we will have some information below, like how to find us, how to find Cathy. Maybe I could put your links. We'll figure out how to get in touch, bees. And
Yep. Blooms and bees.
and
Bees.
yeah. Okay, thank you guys. We love our subscribers. Thank you guys. Have a great day.